Yo, I'm Owen VanEperen. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Freedom, Wisconsin, and I drive UTVs professionally for Yamaha Racing.
Lead the 5-car, the Yamaha goes out front. Going to take home that world championship. It's VanEperen taking the win. Oh, look at this run by VanEperen. We're really trying to use that momentum. Start way high. Oh, over there. Owen VanEperen.
Yeah, 2023 was crazy, to be honest with you. I mean, we raced, I think, 17 weekends out of the year, and Champ was the majority of that. That was a big focus of our season. We ended up building 3 totally new race cars to start the season. Anago was actually the start of a 3-week stretch for us, so it was Anago down to Oklahoma and then back to Crandon. I'd say it was pretty good. It definitely had its disappointing moments, you know. Qualifying didn't really go the greatest. I think I was like 3rd in pro stock, a little bit off the pace, and then turbo I was like 5th or something. But first day of racing in pro stock, I was in 2nd on the restart, got hit a tractor tire, and then it jarred something in my steering, which ended my day. Turbo, we ended up with a podium that day, so it was a really good start to turbo. And pro stock the 2nd day, we ended up winning that, which was really good for us to get back on track after a pretty disappointing first day. And then turbo, we got another podium. So on the podium 3 out of 4 races at Anago, and come away with a win at the first one felt pretty good. So coming into Crandon, it was a super tight squeeze. You know, we had to get 3 short course cars ready in pretty much the time of a couple days. So to go through Crandon, I mean, qualifying came and I was 1st in pro stock again, made a little mistake in turbo, which put me, I think, 5th or something. First day in pro stock, I struggled. We had a little overwater track, and I remember running on tear-offs, and I'm like, oh man, this ain't good. Turbo, I think I struggled a little bit and ended up like 4th or 5th. The 2nd day of racing in Crandon, we were able to get out front, keep Jeb and CJ behind us.
There is VanEperen taking the win.
In turbo, I think we were running like 5th or something, and then I ended up getting a flat tire, having a little problem, and then I was bottoming out over the jumps, and it popped my airbox off. So then, just like that, I'm out of the race. So yeah, ERX, I don't even know where to start, because that was a crazy weekend. Qualifying wasn't too good in pro stock. Pro turbo, we were 2nd, feeling really good, and then first day of racing came around, and I don't know what the heck I did, but went into the bottom of the hill, side by side with someone.
Big trouble over there. That is Owen VanEperen going up and over at the top of Ziegler Catapult.
It was just an uphill battle from there, because then I struggled in turbo. The next race, I think I ended up 5th or something. It was like struggling coming from the back to the front, making a bunch of mistakes, just was not driving good at all. Saturday kind of went the same way almost. In pro stock, I started dead last, came all the way up, passing 3rd, and with open wheel cars, we just hit tire to tire, and then that just sent me flipping again. So it was like one of them weekends where I just couldn't get out of my own way. Topped the whole weekend off, we ended up winning turbo after that. So that was really felt good. To end with a win at ERX really makes Dirt City feel a lot better going in than it would if I would have ended up on my lid again or on the side of the track. So Dirt City for us is 45 minutes here from the shop. It's by far the closest race. It's one of my favorites just because of all the friends and family that come out there. You know, it was pretty much up and down, kind of like this whole season. I mean, practice and qualifying got canceled, which for me I don't like, because I feel like I'm a pretty good qualifier, and that's one of my strong suits where I pick up points and am really able to show the speed that I got. In pro stock, we got up to 2nd. Behind CJ, tried pressuring him, caught him a little bit, he gapped me, and we just yo-yoed back and forth the whole time. And turbo was pretty much the same thing. Kyle Chaney got out front, and I was just like, couldn't quite catch him. That was Saturday, and then Sunday it was feeling good, because you know, we put down some really good lap times in the cars, and it took me a while to get in the 2nd. Right behind CJ, and we were closer to him than the day before. We were on him the whole race, pressuring him. In the last lap, I was right on him. He made a little mistake. I couldn't make it happen, and ended up 2nd again. Going into Bark River, I mean, we pretty much had nothing to lose. Points were off the table in both classes. Pro stock, I got off to a somewhat decent start. Had to make my way through the pack, and got into 3rd behind Jeb and CJ. Just clicking off laps, you know, I was trying to get around Jeb. Just wasn't happening. So that was where we ended up 3rd. I tried everything I could. I was giving it my all, and it just 3rd was all we had that day. Sunday we came out, I think I started 2nd, and then I fell back to 3rd on the start, just bad start by me. Made some mistakes, let some easy passes get around, and going back and forth, and I made my move in 3rd. I was right on 2nd on the last lap, and then there was a yellow. I missed it, jumped the jump, and got docked 3 spots, which took away the podium. So it is what it is. Just another learning experience for me, where then went into turbo, started dead last, literally last. Coming through the pack, I was passing 5th, like the lap after halfway, before I just got pushed off the track, and I had to skip half the track to get back on. And by the time I got back on, I was back down to last. So then I made my way back up to, I think, 9th at the end of the race, which wasn't my best race. Crandon, it's hard for me to remember what all happened there. It's a Super Bowl of off-road racing. It's crazy. You got 50, 60,000 spectators walking around, you know. You look on the side of the hill and you can't even believe it, how many people they gather in this little town of Crandon, Wisconsin. The racing side of it, we had a lot going on. You know, Yamaha wanted us to race their RMAX, which is more utility vehicle, in the Ultra 4, which is like rock climbing and going through woods and stuff like that. So it was a different aspect for us. And first day of racing for Pro Stock, got a bad start. Had to work my way through the pack, made it in the 3rd. Was trying to pass 2nd. Find out later that he was cheating, had like 20 extra horsepower, which is pretty disappointing because the leader was right in front of us. And Turbo went out there and just had like a mediocre day. I just didn't really drive that good. I think I ended up like 4th or 5th. Struggled a little bit, but in the meantime, we had the Ultra 4, the actual RMAX race, the one that was for all the points and stuff that night, and went into the back rocks. It was dark out, was running good, had a little problem, and fortunately didn't finish that race. But I knew that Sunday was a big money day, and that's what always brings the best out of me.
I mean, we're going to crown some world champions here at Crandon today, and both Pro Stock and Pro Turbo side-by-sides. We are Green Flag Racing and Pro Stock side-by-side. I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to watch these guys go into turn number 1. Great stuff, man, right off the bat. Looks like Owen VanEperen with the 5 car out there chasing the number 22 of Dylan Harcourt. Harcourt with a great hole shot.
Put all the struggles from Saturday and all the year behind us, and I just went out there and we just went to go win.
Oh, looks like VanEperen all the way to the bottom. Looks like he's got a run on Harcourt. They're going to drag race down into Cowboy Corner. Owen VanEperen with a nice run. He's got a little nod. He's going to get the lead, the 5.
Made my move into 1st, and I just never looked back. Did everything we had to do, clicked off laps, lap after lap after lap, and tried not to make any mistakes, and we were able to bring it home.
The pressure VanEperen for the win, who is going to take home that world championship in Pro Stock side-by-side. Yeah.
And then we went into Turbo, and I sucked in the first half. I was in like 5th at halfway, and my dad got tangled up with CJ.
They're so close, man. You've got to pitch it in behind him on top of it.
Them two both went out, and then Kyle dropped out, and before I knew it, I was in the 2nd. We had a red flag, which stopped the race, and then it was pretty much a 1-lap shootout for me to go for the win. And I was right on him, going across the finish line for the checker, just wasn't quite close enough. So it was still a really good day, 1st and 2nd. That was one of our best days of racing all year that we had. So rounding out the 2023 champ season, we got to visit a new track down in Jay, Oklahoma called Mid-America Outdoors. Practice and qualifying was canceled again for the 3rd time this year, which was unfortunate, but for me, all the time I've had on that track was already an upper hand on everyone, so I'm like, you know, it might not be the worst thing. So come race day, first race for me was the Pro NA in the Mid-America series, where I ended up winning. Got out front on the start, never looked back, just ran good laps, and put a win in the column there. Went into the champ side of things. Pro Stock went pretty good. I struggled pretty much the whole race, to be honest with you, but managed to get the win in that. And then Turbo, I got up in the 2nd, was pressuring for the lead before I just made another bonehead mistake. Hooked a rut, hit a tractor tire, and it flipped me over. So that was the end of the day there. But it was looking like it was almost a perfect day, 3 for 3, but it just like that, it ended. 2023 for me, I think it was a big learning year for me, which is only going to make me stronger going forward, because I was able to do some of what I wanted to do, but not all of what I wanted to do. And we went through the whole champ season, and like I said, just a lot of ups and downs, big learning curves, a lot of mistakes by me that I got to clean up for next year. And to bring home the MAO championship is what we wanted. You know, we want to win everything we're in. Like I said, we want to win the Champ Series championships, but the MAO Racing Series is a really prestige championship, so we're proud to win that and bring that one home to everyone at Yamaha and all our sponsors and stuff like that too. To do that, it means a lot to me and my whole family, and I just can't wait to improve on that in 2024.